doom scrolling, fear mongering, and doom scrolling and fear mongering yet again. Don't people get tired of this shit sometimes? I swear, whether you're a creator that covers all this stuff like me, or you're just an outside observer that wants to wait and see before reading anything or believing anything, it's just disappointing, especially when self-interest is kind of weaponized against people, and this shit really does not work on me. It's like oil hitting water. Let's get right into it. You see the title, you see the fact that I have the outlier thoughts, and I really don't care that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has a battle pass now. Oh god, I'm crying, I'm broken up inside. How could my favorite game developer betray me? How could my interest get snapped into the wind all so suddenly? I can't be excited. This is this behavior each and every single time. That's very, very funny to me. It's never a wait and see affair anymore, ever. It's always just, we gotta hop on it fast. The screenshot, we gotta hop on it, and we gotta be scared fast. And it's like, I've played so many games that had battle passes, and I really enjoyed them. And there's been so many fighting games where I didn't buy the season pass, and I still enjoyed the base fighters and everything in them. I'm so scared, and I'm acting like this was information that I did not know about in a game that's wrapped and entranced around being a game as a service. As if I didn't know that. As if I didn't know that they said this long ago. As if I didn't know that the publisher behind this game doing a co-op live service game is WB, who's done little sneaky micros and costume packs and all this other shit in video games before that I actually liked. Mortal Kombat 11 is full to the brim with microtransactions, but I grinded, I played it anyway. I didn't pay $1 for a skin in that game. I just played the game until I got what I wanted, and that was that. I don't know why folks are acting like this is new information, that we didn't know that this is a live service game where they're going to try to maximize as much segmented money as possible. At least they told us ahead of time. I think the fear would be far more severe if it was simply labeled as something that was out of the blue. This is not out of the blue for this game. I fully expected stuff like this to happen. And if you want to be technical, the people having doom and gloom and they switched up on Rocksteady about this battle pass, they buy this shit every day. They've bought a microtransaction once in their life. Like, there's people on social media saying, oh, DLC is bad, but I bet your fucking ass bought some DLC down the road. Like, not all DLC is bad. Like, here's my philosophy. I talked about this before. Number one, I do not care about cosmetics. I established this before. While I did grind in Mortal Kombat 11 for differing skins, I do not care about cosmetics. It's just to make your character look nice with a little fucking leather jacket that doesn't mean shit to me. That's like $1 or something, you know what I mean? And then battle passes, stuff like that. Like, I don't care about battle passes because I play Fortnite. I haven't paid 1 cent for a battle pass or a costume or anything. I use the default fucking character, I jump into the game, I play as them, that's it. If I'm not required to get anything, everything else is just extra incentive. Like, that's it. It's as simple as that. Unless you have micros that will intrude on story progression if I cannot get through a mission without paying like $10, and it's not like extended DLC. I'm talking about content and the story on the disc. If I don't need money to progress, to pay to finish my game, I don't care. I'm gonna play it from start to finish, and if I'm impressed, if I like what I see, if I enjoy what I enjoy as a DC fan, then I'm going to play the fucking game, and that's it. If I have to grind for skins, so be it. It's no different than playing a fighting game from the 90s and getting through the story and grinding through and unlocking a character or alternate costume back in the day. So there's this giant fear of micros and stuff like that. And like I said, when it gets to the point of hindering your progress, and I think it did for Shadow of War, that's a real cause for concern. But if it's not like that, if it's just, usually what's in battle passes is like some stickers, taunts, fucking costumes, gun skins, and you know people buy this shit. They pretend to say, I'm holier than thou, I don't do this stuff, ha ha ha, but they have some skeletons in their gaming closet they're not admitting. And I don't think that things like expansions or story DLC, stuff like that, I don't think that's bad. If you enjoy the game that much and you want to continue to support the service, support the developer, then you have the option to decide whether you want to continue to keep supporting or just say, I have the base game, that's all I need. Everything else is this social media amalgamation, this binary extreme response to everything that people are interested in. They want to drop it like a bad habit. And there's the notion of like, oh, I'm gonna get screwed over, stuff like that. In my personal opinion, Rocksteady has made good Batman games. They put out gameplay for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League in some of the trailers, and the gameplay looked fine. So if there's people interested in Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, what they showed looks pretty good for a co-op game. I don't get the notion that now, because people are now discovering that this is a game as a service, that the quality is somehow mitigated to Avengers. I think Avengers gave people PTSD, where they are so afraid of live service superhero games that they constantly label and mislabel all the time. And this is why I am very, very weary of this news, because let's look at Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. When that came out and the first showing of gameplay was released, people tried to say, oh, it's the next Marvel's Avengers, it's gonna be bad. Game came out, turned out to be amazing, turned out to be a sleeper hit, and the people who mislabeled Guardians of the Galaxy were promptly wrong, thinking that it was gonna have a live service model, thinking that it was gonna be of the same quality when it really wasn't. So that's one L. The second one goes all the way back in the past when people were fear-mongering over micros like Young Yeah, and they tried to say, Young Yeah, Jim Sterling, whatever the fuck, they tried to say DMC5 was bad because of the orbs. And then we found out that the Frost Hat mitigated everything, you could unlock all the currency in game, etc. So my final point on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is, why not wait until the fucking game is released and then we'll talk more about it in detail? And you're not gonna like, you're basically not going to deter my interest, because I'm still picking the game up and I'm still excited for it. And I feel like these past reflections of people trying to conflate one game into the other one, trying to find a gotcha in between, and there's been instances where they've been completely wrong. It's like, I just want to wait until it launches and play it myself. And I guarantee you, I 100% guarantee that it's not gonna be just as buggy as Avengers. There's all these fucking blind spots. There's all these fucking shenanigans. There's all these people that will say, I've played Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. No, you haven't. Only the playtesters and the developers know this. They say this was apparently an old build, so maybe things could change. It's not even from final yet. Gold Master, so we don't know what's going to be in or not. But even if it is a battle pass, if it's really just mundane, arbitrary cosmetics and stickers and all that stuff, and nothing that's relevant to unlocking the said story content, then wake me up when it's actually an issue. All right, wake me up when it's actually a problem, because those small minor things, Multiverses has all this shit too, where it's like, oh, we got Gleamium and you have to unlock various characters, and I grinded to get all the characters I wanted in the in-game, like in-game currency. I used that, bought all the characters I wanted. It wasn't really a big fucking problem. I like the game that much to keep playing it, to do the grind. The last thing is that conflating all this stuff with Avengers and whatnot, quality wise, again, we have no idea if there's going to be massive gameplay breaking bugs or glitches, anything like that, which is the same as Avengers outside of just the Battle Pass. But we should not be shocked. We should not be surprised. This is no new information. People are saying, oh, it's new information. It's a service-based game, a service-based model. What did you expect? I expected this. I expected it to come. I think most of the people who can pay attention to common news when they talked about this and said it was going to be a live service model knew that there was going to be some type of battle pass or something included to the live service model. So I'm actually shocked that people are shocked about this. I really am. And we just, until we see the massive bugs and glitches and stuff like that were very, very present in the Avengers beta, at least the one that I played, and some people said it was still there in the main game. I saw Bucky not being able to shoot. Until we see all those things correlated, can we stop saying that Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Avengers are going to be one and the same? Because for all we know, this game could play infinitely better than Avengers, and then I guess, I don't know, is the FOMO gonna kick in, like the fear of missing out? People are gonna start saying, oh, well, now I've campaigned against not buying this game, but people are having fun, so I might as well just break my modem of, oh, I hate micros, I hate Battle Pass, I hate everything, and I'm going to play it day one. Some people are just weird, man. Like self-imposed philosophies that break every day, every singular second, every time, without the proper reading comprehension behind it. It blows my mind. I'm sticking to my guns. I said I was gonna get Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League day one, and I'm still going to continue to get that game day one and see how it is. Nothing has changed on my thoughts on this game. With people asking me questions, am I gonna still pick it up? Yes, because I was interested day one, and nothing has changed for me. Like, this is not new. This is not a new revelation. This is not something where I had an epiphany from God about Suicide Squad not being live serviced. I know exactly what I'm getting into when I buy this game, and I want to see what the game has to offer in a nuanced position, so I could talk about it on this channel and talk about what I like and what I don't like, because I am a fan of the game and I don't need to buckle for anyone for my own self-interest. I have my own self-interest, and if I feel my money needs to go into Rocksteady that made some of the best Batman games in history, so be it. When you don't like something, you got the option. Don't buy it. Don't pretend like the options are diminished, or wait for a sale, wait for a price drop. Don't get it at full price. I feel like we just discussed this constantly over and over again, and it doesn't mean that every singular game is gonna be games as a service. Every fucking game is not gonna be games as a service. Spider-Man 2 is coming out this year. Go play that. Like, why do people try to conflate every single release as the same when it's not? It blows my mind. It really does. Like, oh god, oh, the whole industry is going to collapse and implode, and they're gonna do the same shit. Every superhero game is gonna be a game as a service. Since when? When? Wolverine's not gonna be that. Spider-Man's not gonna be that. Like, and Wonder Woman is probably not gonna be game as a service either. That's probably gonna be straight up single player for Monolith. I expect them to have, of course, micros in there. I mean, that's common knowledge. It's probably gonna have some sort of thing from WB in there added, but they didn't say anything about that being a game as a service out of the gate. So for now, I assume Wonder Woman is also going to fall under that same umbrella. Wonder Woman is going to be a single player oriented experience that's being done by Monolith Productions, and they worked on Condemned Criminal Origins and Shadow of Mordor, two games that I really enjoyed, and you'll see that coming to fruition with the Nemesis system and how that's incorporated. Everything is like pawns on a chessboard. Lieutenants will get demoted, promoted. The world will still turn even after one of these lieutenants will kill you and earn promotion rank. It's very intuitive. Maybe one day I'll go into it a little bit more in detail. I love the Nemesis system. In conclusion, I will say there was some main questions that someone asked, and I think this is pertinent to ending the video. It's about games as a service. Can they be fun? How fun are they? And there could be fun games as a service experiences like Fortnite. I didn't play Fortnite before. I was turned off on Fortnite, and then I touched it when no build mode came out, and it was fucking fantastic. That was the mode that I needed. No one building like 8,000 stories and sniping me, just gun on gun, pure fucking battle royale adventure. And I really thought that was cool for a model. I play Fortnite on occasion. So if the game as a service is fun, then you already are hooked on the factor of it playing well, it being well, it being kind of addicting. We should not single that out. How substantial will the games as a service content be to the package? Will we get just beyond skins? Maybe we'll get like entirely built levels, new characters to fiddle around with. Will it be that packed to the brim? We're not talking about like weak stuff where Bucky Barnes is like almost 100% completely identical to Captain America and Avengers. We're talking about them going ham, going a full detail, giving us different character stages, progression, things of that nature, different perks that will make our characters feel different, move different. How substantial will the content be to keep playing and keep paying? And then how consistent will it be? Consistency is key for services like this. When will it come out? How will it be delivered as a model? And if it will be up to snuff in terms of release dates, as opposed to constantly getting delayed over and over again and being so unsatisfactory for delivering the content off schedule. You don't want people to wait too long for the content you're proposing. There needs to be a clear roadmap in mind, clear dates, clear delivery, clear transparency. I believe that this is very important to games as a service, and it's the conversation that a lot of people aren't really having. Some people are, but everyone else, they're not really thinking about it clearly. If these three pillars are 100% fantastic, then there's no problem with this game having this model. And it causes you to think outside the box a little bit more before overreacting. If those three pillars stand tall, this game's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. But it is three pillars that you could put question marks on and wonder what are they gonna do with it. And I think that's logical to answer and ask that, as opposed to just saying, oh well, game's bad, I'm done. You don't even know that. you don't even know Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be bad. There's no prior knowledge other than the fact that the developer has been mostly solid. I think that's gonna be it for now. I think this was great, having this conversation, and I saw Persona Speaks talk about these same pillars on his video, so it's something I wanted to migrate over on here with my own opinion and takes on it, and I believe that was very pertinent to talk about. Very grand. Once again, if you really like this video and you agree with these sentiments in some capacity, then be sure to like the video, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below on what you thought of my thoughts on the whole live service rumors of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And like I said, if basically those three pillars of fun, substance, and consistency stand tall, then they can make a great games as a service. You know, don't doubt it, because it's not out, it's not made, so we can't say anything yet. Either way, I'm Renegade Operative, I'm signing out, and I will see you guys next time. Later.